Hi, everybody. Hi. Hold up, y'all. Let me make sure my audio's connected and everybody can hear me. Let's make sure we share this live. Welcome, everybody. You guys, do me a favor and hit that like button. It is free to hit the like button. All right. Don't be freeloaders now. Hit the like button. Shout out to everybody. Welcome, everybody. We live now. Listen, we have so much to get into. Let me let the Discord family know how where we at. Hold up. Hold up. I might have to answer back. Shout out to Sylvia. Shout out to Tinko Tits and Pinche Becky and everybody. I hope you guys are doing well and taking care of yourselves with this whole situation. Oh man, why did I type that? Oops. Didn't mean to type that. Oops. I meant to share my video and it copied and pasted something else. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Hey, everybody. Hold up. Now, I have to call something out real quick because, full disclosure, your name is throwing me off a bit. I'm not going to lie to you. Hold up. Hold up. Everybody, we live. Live now. Let me clear my throat real quick. Full disclosure, I really want to say your name, but I feel like I might say something else. And I'm trying, like, I know it's funny, but like part of me is like, I don't want to say the wrong thing. Okay, hold up. It's orgasm, right? And I'm like, do I say orgasm, orgasm, or orgasm? Love, shout out to you. So you're a new member and your name is throwing me off because I feel like if I say orgasm, someone's going to like clip it and be like, Rabbit said orgasm. Ooh. Unalive Monroe, where you been? Oh my goodness, where you been, my love? Hey, Pete Becky, shout out to you. He said yes, no. Gigi's oh my god, did you know that apparently the new theory is that he started the California fires? I said, oh my god, when? We gonna get into Diddy here in a minute. Shout out to everybody. Yeah. Like I'm like Chrissy. I'm like orgasm. See, shout out to my Tinko. Tinko's like oralegasm. There you go. So it's got a little Spanish flair to it. Oralegasm. Sean, where you been, Sean? Are you okay? Are you in the Cali area? Just wanted to make sure because we were a little worried about our Cali people. Let me know if you're doing okay. Sean says, I've arrived. Continue. Please go ahead. Let me know. Do me a favor, y'all. Hit that like button. Please and thank you. Tinkle Tits. Sylvia is here as well. You said the reason I didn't get my package from Amazon, I knew it. I'm sure like mail is delayed in certain areas because of all these fires and stuff like that. Like it just keeps getting crazy and crazy. Simply Monica, how are you, love? Diddy or not Diddy? Well, we gonna dive into this whole thing, okay? We really are. We really are. But we have other things to dive into before we get to Diddy, Puff Daddy Love, and everything. Clearly suppressive says, Rabbit, I've arrived. It's rabbit time. Put your left foot in, take your left foot out, and put your left foot in and shake it all about. Try to read that. Try to read that like this, like this. Oh my god, yo. For my evening, people, I don't know if you guys know, okay? I was telling a story, a situation that happened to me this morning, which really sucked. Okay, so California's got the fires. We're over here stuck with the snow. Okay, Sean, I'm glad to hear this. Thank you, love. I was thinking about you, believe it or not. I was like, I wonder if Sean is in the area. Um, this morning I literally slit on ice. And so it was like clear ice and there was black ice under it, right? So I really fucked up my leg, my foot, and my shoulder. Just, because of the way that I landed. So I was telling the people this morning, I said, I know that like my 40s is my new 20s, but I'm not feeling 20s right now because it's taken me some time to kind of recover from that. So I'm on the ibuprofen. I did the Tiger Balm. I just put Tiger Balm on my leg, but I feel like it's going to bruise up pretty badly. Nothing is broken. It's just really sore. Y'all, it's really sore. But the way that I fell, I was telling everybody this morning, I said, I think I did a yoga pose that's never been invented or created before. But you know how, like, in your 20s, it's like shit don't affect you like that. You can get up and be like, huh, whatever. Yes, I've been icing it. I'm also gonna do Epsom salt later. But it's definitely gonna go. No, Sylvia says that she ordered me some bubble wrap from Amazon. Sylvia, stop. You know what? I would love. I might listen. THC always takes the pain. Okay, I might have to get a little 1 or 2 or 3 gummies and and go to bed afterwards. Okay, and go to bed afterwards. All right. I didn't bounce because I thought I was gonna bounce like I was in my 20s. Hell no, girl. I was in the ice, literally laying there, and I said I've fallen and I can't get up. Remember those commercials with the life alert? I'm falling and I can't get up. That's how I felt. I said, oh no, oh no. Okay, fine. I'm 40. I'm not 20 anymore. I got it. I got it. I got it. Anyway, shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm all right, y'all, but shout out to everybody. Thank you guys for being here. I'm glad I can make you guys laugh. You guys remember the life alert commercial? That was like a thing as a millennial. The fallen and I can't get up. Oh my god. Okay, I will try it, Mary Lee. Shout out to you. Okay, and I heard Vix. Shout out to Cheek says a warm egg on black eye helps. Really? That's the first time I've heard that. Hey, Night Charm. Hey, everybody. Okay, Betty Jane's laughing over here. Shout out to Betty Jane. We got so much stuff to get into. We got to get into it. Okay. First of all, let's start with this story really captured my eye right away because I didn't see a whole lot of people talking about it, and I thought it was important to talk about it. Now, I don't know about you guys, but to me, Brooke Shields is like, first of all, the shit that she's been through has been just like, in Hollywood, and her mom, and just being shamed for using medication after the birth of her child. Literally, it's been a lot. But she did like an interview or something, and she revealed that a doctor performed an intimate surgery without consent. Now, when she said this, I said, what does she mean by intimate surgery? Yeah, the headline really, I said, "Oh my god. Oh my god, no. What do you mean? What do you mean intimate? What does that even mean?" Right? Like, Venus says the white stitch. We about y'all like what do you mean an intimate surgery? Such an invasion exclusive. So Brooke Shields has lived her life in the public eye since infancy, but she reveals many private, sometimes traumatic moments in her new memoir. Brooke Shields is not allowed to get old. Thoughts on aging as a woman, which goes on sale on Tuesday, January 14th. More than one of those traumas came at the hands of medical professionals. One distressing story about an unwanted, unneeded vaginal rejuvenation procedure stands out amongst the rest. Okay, like what? I well, and let me just say this. What is it? What's the I have the app. I forgot the name of the book app, and it's like it reads you Audibles. I have a lot of Audible credits, so I might read it, like, I'll play it and then maybe do a review on it because I think this would be a really interesting book on Brooke Shields. I like Brooke Shields. I really, really, really do. Her story is amazing. Like, the acting jobs that she had to do, Blue Lagoon. What was the other one when she was with Susan Sarandon and she did that movie where Susan Sarandon was her mom and they were like prostitutes in a house and she was just a child. I forgot the name of that movie, but that movie really got to me. Yeah, Kathy Griffin has talked about that very much so, but typically you have to consent to things like this. Pretty Baby. Was it Pretty Baby? I swear that movie messed with me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, but honestly, is it the story of a lot of women that go through shit like this? They have I don't know, like Pretty Baby, that was the name of it. I didn't like it at all whatsoever. So I don't know, maybe I'll read the book and kind of think about whether I'll do a review on it or not. But I do think that, Brooke Shields reminds me a little bit of like Jamie Lee Curtis, right? Like they're kind of like in this um area or time in Hollywood where they don't really give a fuck about a lot of things. And so they're willing to like disclose it is what it is. Like Jamie Lee Curtis is one of them where she really doesn't give a fuck. Like she will just say what's on her mind and stuff like that. Yeah, so I kind of I like them. I like those women. Like how thank you, like powerhouse women. Like Jamie Lee Curtis is like, I ain't fucking getting surgeries, and she'll walk out there and do what she does. She looks fucking fantastic. Okay. I really like this new Pamela Anderson thing where she's like, I'm not doing the makeup thing. Like I'm just gonna be me. I like that. It's very encouraging, I think, for a lot of us that are like, you know, like, okay, like it's like life continues and beauty is on the eye of the beholder. You know what I mean? Yeah, like the I don't give a fuck stage. I love that idea of reaching that stage. Um, you may okay, at the Universal Studios bathroom one time and I met Jamie Lee Curtis at a 5K with their kids. Sylvia, how is Jamie Lee Curtis? Like, I just find her to be like she's a really cool person. She just seems to me like a good person. You met Brooke Shields inside the Universal Studios bathroom. Gotcha. Yeah, like, thank you for saying this. Like, beauty fades, a good soul doesn't. She had a naked baby, and her line, it's kind of creepy, but it's not even a kid. Really, Tinkle Tits? I'll have to see. Huh. I'll definitely have to see. But I mean, just saying, like, generationally, these are women, they're powerhouses, and they're really doing the best to, like, like, fuck it. I don't care what anybody thinks. We're not gonna get surgeries, or we're gonna look our best the way that we look and moving forward. Is she? Oof. Okay. All right. Hey, Chico. Um, shout out to you. Shout out to you. Hold up, everybody. Now, let me see. Let's get into this. So apparently she shares a distressing story about an unwanted, unneeded vaginal rejuvenation procedure that stands out among the rest. Shields, now 59, reveals exclusively in the latest Us Weekly cover story that in her 40s, her gynecologist asked whether the length of her labia had ever caused discomfort. It had, along with bleeding and chafing, ever since high school, and the doctor, whom Shields described as wonderful, told her a surgical reduction was possible. Of course, it's not covered by insurance because it's considered cosmetic, which is very interesting. The last time I did a check, I did not want to be a porn star, is what she said. She heard about porn stars doing this. In the book, the actress writes an apology to readers who might find the story too graphic or simply TMI, as some generations still call it. But explains that her intentions were pure. I'd be lying if I said I'm not embarrassed to share this very intimate information, she wrote. But if we are to change the way we approach and talk about women's health, then we need to bring up the uncomfortable but very real issues. Shame is no longer an option. Shields decided to go through the procedure recommended by her gynecologist. During a post-op checkup, she had a shocking conversation with her male Beverly Hills plastic surgeon. He informed me that he threw in a little bonus. Shield told us, explaining that aside from her reduction, which was the procedure she had consented to, she received a rejuvenation or vaginal tightening. It felt like such an invasion, such a bizarre, like R of some kind. Oh. So she equates this as like an assault. I mean, I don't think I definitely think that it's illegal if you're not consenting. I would feel violated. Like I want to know everything that I'm signing up for. It is, right, Susie Q? I mean, what do y'all think? Okay, so you're going in there for a procedure and then suddenly you're getting like this. I want to be able to consent to everything unless I'm dying and I can't consent and you're saving my life. But I'm sure a tightening of the vajayjay is not like a life and death, we're going to save you. Yeah, it's like not legal. It's a violation. Thank you for saying this. Ooh, yes, right. Oh, reminds me of the doctors add an extra stitch to a lacerated area after a post okay, after a traumatic natural birth. You know what, Kat? I think that's interesting because I think that some of it they don't even talk to you about. Like when, like after you have a baby, it's very likely that you're gonna tear down there. I'm sorry, y'all, TMI, but whatever. Whatever, all right. I think it's important to talk about this, and we are not five. But when typically if you have a baby, okay, there's some tearing that happens down there. Okay, it does happen. And sometimes it's not like it won't heal right away. And some of the tearing does require, stitching. That does happen. But some of it I wonder if it's really intended, like it's intended to heal you, not to violate you. You know what I mean? But damn. But the body heals itself sometimes, we don't need to do the extra. We really don't. So this is interesting. But she didn't sign up for this. The husband stitch. Is that why do they call I thought it was the wife stitch. Why do they call it the husband stitch? Sounds so like so male driven. Well, I mean, if you've had not a C-section, but like if you had a vaginal birth and you took the epidural, you probably won't even feel it because a husband asked the doctor to do it. Wow. Wow. Well, okay. All right. Yeah, stitching too small can cause some damage. Okay. Because the wife don't care. Because it benefits the husband. Wow. Look at y'all. Y'all are like, boo. Yep, for his pleasure. Oh my. Yo. Anyways, let's keep reading this. He informed me that he threw a little bonus. Okay. This is what she says, which was the procedure she had. He threw in a little bonus. Shield told us, explaining that aside from her reduction, which was the procedure she had consented to, she received a rejuvenation, a tightening. It felt like such an invasion, such a bizarre like rape of some kind. Okay. This is the cover of her book. Shields recalls that the doctor illegitimately proudly explained to me that he, threw in a little something in there. The actress told us that she was dumbfounded by this revelation. Nothing pointed towards this need to be tighter or smaller or firmer or younger, especially there. Noting that both she and her gynecologist were enraged. Shield neither wanted nor needed the reversible treatment or procedure and didn't want to talk about it, feeling both shame and anger. Okay. She decided not to take any further action, legal or otherwise. I thought I don't want anybody else telling me what I have to do. What would you guys do? Because she says I'm not doing anything. I'm not like taking any legal action. She was in her 40s, Messy Ball. I mean, I don't know. I think that it was just a violation. That's what she's saying that happened. Like she felt violated by him touching her there and taking it upon himself to do this thing when she was like, that's not what I want. He was supposed to cut a certain area and then, he did the tightening. Okay. So yeah, I just okay. All right. Just letting everybody know. Okay. Yes. Unsolicited. Pretty much. Thank you. He did that. Like, let's not mince words. And then he felt very happy about it. Now, here's the deal. I do wish that personally, I wish that it would be nice if Brooke Shields actually exposed the doctor, because if she did that to her, imagine to how many other people he's done that to. Like, let people like that be exposed for violating things like this. Because let me tell you, if she's a celebrity and he had no regard for her health care or her or anything. Just imagine for people that are going down there to get maybe a necessary surgery that's not covered by doctors, but could help somebody. So that's why I'm like, I don't know, Brooke. Like, maybe she didn't want to do anything, but I do feel like that would be helpful to know the doctor. Did you really, Sylvia? Shout out to Sylvia. Said I received my rabbit swag today. Sylvia, you gotta take a picture, see if we can share it. And yeah, it's up to you, Sylvia. If you want to share it on Discord. PSA for women: if you go into any kind of surgery at a hospital, the house's first year residents, they legally can do a public exam for educational purposes without you being aware. It's in the waiver. Wow, I didn't know that. See, the more you know. Mm, 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 mm. You have a rabbit hat? Oh my gosh, yeah, y'all never even sent this to me. Other than Mana Joe, y'all gonna have to tell me. What? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's get it together. We have to move on. I know I shared that with you, but I thought it was an important, you know, piece of information to share. So Meg the Stallion, for those that don't know who Meg the Stallion is, she is, one of the top female rap artists in the industry, right? And a couple years ago, she went through a situation where she was shot by Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez was found guilty and he is incarcerated. Now, on social media, there's always this back and forth about whether people feel sorry for Megan, whether she's telling the truth. I mean, the man's been convicted. So, some people want to rewrite this. I honestly don't know what to say because, to be quite honest, I didn't follow the legal stuff of this too closely. But what we do know, new information has come in where Meg the Stallion has had to file for restraining orders against a blogger and even against Tory Lanez. Megan the Stallion wins restraining order against Tory Lanez after tearful testimony. He'll shoot me again. A Los Angeles judge says that the star has shown a credible threat of violence after Megan testified the person who shot me won't let me forget it. So Tory Lanez, who is, what is it, Daystar Peterson is his real name. He's behind bars. I believe he's there for like 10 years, okay? And the situation is that people that support Tory Lanez, that feel like Tory Lanez is innocent and was wrongfully convicted, have supported Tory Lanez. They still do. There are people out here, defenders of Tory Lanez. I mean, I get them in my comments all the time, and that do not like Meg the Stallion. There's so much more, and I honestly don't get in the back and forth of that. I really just want to talk about the news, and that's basically it. But there are people out here that have taken it upon themselves to basically discredit Megan in everything that she does in the name of Tory Lanez. Meg the Stallion won a restraining order against Tory Lanez on Thursday, January 9th, which would be today, after tearfully testifying before a Los Angeles court that she's scared he'll shoot me again when released from prison, and maybe this time I won't make it. A month after the star's lawyer warned that Lanez has continued to terrorize her. He's sitting behind bars, all right? He's in a prison. He's still terrorizing her with the campaign of harassment, even as he sits behind bars. Judge Richard Bloomfield granted her a civil restraining order that will bar Lanez from any harassing conduct for the next 5 years. The ruling came after an emotional testimony from Megan herself, who fought back tears as she told Bloom that she hasn't been at peace since I was shot and it's just tired of being harassed. It just seems like I have to relive it every day. The person who shot me won't let me forget. Megan told the judge via live stream video conference, I'm scared that when he gets out of jail, he's going to still be upset with me. I feel like maybe he'll shoot me again, and maybe this time I won't make it. Judge Bloom issued the order from the bench, saying that Megan has shown a credible threat of violence and other potential wrongdoing that seriously harasses the petitioner and serves no lawful purpose. The order bars a wide range of conduct, including any contact or harassment through any means. After Bloom issued the order, the star briefly unmuted her microphone and said, "Thank you, Judge." So Tory Lanez was convicted in 2022 on 3 felony counts over the violence in 2020, over the violent incident in 2020, which a drunken argument in the Hollywood Hills escalated into a shooting. Okay. Apparently, Tory Lanez was in this car and was shooting at Megan while he was saying, "Dance, bitch." Okay. You said he's a demonic leprechaun. I saw that comment. I said, "Oh my god, really?" I mean, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? He's behind bars now. It's been said that allegedly, it's been said that he's been playing bloggers to go after Megan, and that's why we got lawsuits right now with said bloggers. He said, "Tu mama says good. Now Megan needs to make a better life choices and think about who she keeps as friends or close acquaintances." Well, and Megan is currently also being accused of a bunch of other things too, currently in a lawsuit. So, I mean, there's a lot going on. Didn't she get shot in the foot? Sounds like a dance. Yeah, she literally got shot in the foot. Like he shot her in the foot. And I guess, well, before he shot her, he said, "Dance, bitch." I don't know how everybody heard it. Everybody heard, So where do you guys stand with that? Where do y'all stand with that? She must have had proof. Yes, I'd be afraid to be shot. Well, and initially I remember when they said she wasn't shot, then she was, and they went in there to check everything. I guess she was. They said the thing with this case is that if he didn't do it, who did? She didn't shoot herself. Okay, right? She didn't shoot herself. Somebody shot Megan. So yeah, absolutely. That's a good point. The team, oh, shout out to Diddy Docket. Team Milagro. I'm Team Milagro. She gotta be legit to get Quinn Emanuel special to censor her. Oh, what do you think about this though? Because I don't know what what do you mean by Team Milagro? You mean like you support Milagro when she's in her lawsuit? Is that what you mean, Diddy Docket? Um, I don't know. To me, I wasn't there. You know what I mean? The man is serving 10 years. Is he going to shoot her again? I mean, I just don't know if a restraining order serves at this point because he's behind bars. But apparently the judge felt it so. So I don't know, y'all. Because the internet is divided by this one, you know? Mhm. Rosalinda says he's serving 10 years, but the approved order is for 5. She doesn't think he'll serve the right time. So maybe other people should make better choices to not stalk and harass other people, says Cheeks. Oh, ooh, use the unfollow option instead of the legal option, says the Diddy Docket. I posted a photo. Oh, sounds good, Betty. Shout out to you. I'll have to check it out. Thank you. I mean, this one has the internet because it's either look, I'm gonna say something that a lot of people may not find nice. But I also can't forget that Megan Thee Stallion is very well protected too. Okay, she is under Rock Nation. She's got all the backing of that. Okay, Quinn Emanuel is the attorney. Her attorney Alex Spiro is representing in that civil case. So there's means and ways. But at the same time, I don't agree with going after a person just because you don't like them. You know what I mean? Like if the girl is a victim of this man, she's a victim of this man. He's been found guilty. Now, if maybe he's wrongfully incarcerated, I don't know. Somebody need to look into that, right? But I just don't agree. We have to be careful. To where do we draw the line between? Let's take let's take the stallion part of Megan. Let's just say she's Megan, okay? Which I think that's her first name. If it's Megan, whoever, she was still shot. Somebody shot her. Okay. She's still a victim of a shooting. And apparently it happens to be Tory Lanez, who a lot of people have supported for a long time. Something happened here. Tory Lanez's dad What he gave a big old, yeah, Megan Pete, thank you. A big old speech about Rock Nation. I am sure that there's more to this that we don't know. But at the end of the day, I don't support Tory shooting, whether it's Megan, Pete, or Megan Johnson. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think anybody would stand behind that, regardless. And it's the same with Milagro. You know, like, I know she's got her sides and she's got her feelings, but I still don't support like people going after people. Like, are we trying to recreate the narrative of what happened? He's been found guilty. Unless he was wrongfully convicted, and y'all can make an argument for that, then I guess that's a whole different story. At the end of the day, the judge felt compelled to, extend this little restraining order thing, which I think says a lot because a man's behind bars. But is he using other means to get at Megan? And if that's the case, that's not okay because he's convicted. That's not okay. I don't care who you are, but Megan Pete, Megan Johnson, Megan Brown, whoever the hell you are, right? That's what I got to say about that. Cool. Love y'all. Peace. All right. Y'all got kind of quiet in the chat about that one. Can y'all tell me why? 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 Let me know. What happened? I just have a lot of thoughts. Yeah, and for the judge to agree, I mean, that has to say something, right, Kay? Like, just, that's what I'm gonna say about that. All right. Y'all ready for this one? Now, before we get into the LA fires have started a misinformation storm, we have to watch something, okay? So apparently the new, I guess, trailer for The Fall of Diddy has started, and I have not watched it, so I figured I watch it with you guys. Y'all watch it with me? Let's watch it together, okay? Shout out to everybody. Ooh, wait, they said a Rolling Stone film. I didn't know that Rolling Stone made films. I thought they just wrote articles. Okay. Hmm. Oh, you guys don't hear sound? Oh, hold up, y'all. Hold up. I thought you guys could hear it. Let me play it now. I'm gonna play it one more time. Can y'all hear it? Let me know if you hear it now. I just played it again because if there's no sound, I'm gonna have to come in and out. Okay. There's something going on. Give me 1 second, y'all. Sit tight. Sit tight. Okay, here we go. Let me show you guys the screen. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna play it now. Let me know if you hear it, okay?
I've been quiet for 18 years.
I am absolutely nervous sharing what I've seen.
Y'all hear it now? Okay, cool.
I can no longer just remain silent.
This is where I'm supposed to be.
Ooh, the piano, and then they say, I can no longer remain silent. Yeah, they wait till a fucking documentary, and then that's when they want to talk. They don't want to talk to the police. They don't want to talk to the courts. We don't want to talk to, but y'all wait for a documentary. I can no longer remain silent until now when we do this documentary. All right.
Sean Diddy Combs facing a slew of allegations.
The biggest question for me was, has this happened before?
It is hard to overstate how important the Puff sound was to the 90s.
The thing about hip-hop, it's not just a music, it's a lifestyle.
But then there was the other side.
We did not realize the extent of the darkness.
Eventually, he's going to be shown to be innocent and will fight every day.
There just seems so
decades of suffering in silence. See, cases, this is why I don't know why people feel untouchable. You do dirty shit, it's gonna start. Yeah, it really is. Honestly, like, It'll come out.
Much more to the story.
The truth will always find its way, even in the dark.
She has knots on her head.
Okay, makeup artist. She was the makeup artist for Cassie.
It was horrific.
He said, sometimes you just gotta let these hoes know who the boss is.
I see them both holding guns.
I'm fighting
Natania's in here. Shout out to Natania.
for my life.
He said, I'm Puff Daddy. I'll eat your face off.
I always believed that I was the only victim. Why?
Hold up. Is that Talia Graves? Hold up. Is that her? Whoa. Okay, hold up.
I always believed that I was.
That's her. That's her. Is it Diddy talking? Oh, we watching this. We watching this, okay?
The only victim. Why did I put this on myself?
There's a lot of people like Puffy in this music business. Exposing Puffy means exposing them.
Oh, okay. Dang. All right. Well, where do you guys stand with this? That's gonna be the doc coming out. I think it comes out, was it next week or something like that? No way, hot breath. First season of Diddy, and it did it on Prime. Okay, so this one finna be the most damning yet. So it comes out January 27th. So we still have like 3 weeks, 2 weeks. All right. Well, so get this, y'all. Speaking of Diddy, since we're on the Diddy topic, get this, guys. Get this. The LA fires have started a misinformation storm. Threw me off when they said storm because I said, "Oh, okay." According to Rolling Stones, from the Hollywood cabal conspiracy theories to misunderstandings around government resources, emotions surrounding the ongoing fires in Los Angeles have kept conspiracy theories going. You know which one I heard today? That Diddy started the fires to cover up evidence of crimes. Now, if you guys believe that, I want to know. Let me know in the chat. I'm not going to boo you, shoot you, or anything. I want to know what y'all believe. Oh my God. And Scooby-Doo Jam Jam is a member for 11 months. Thank you, love. I just missed that. Shout out to you. Scooby-Doo. Did Diddy start the fire? Seems legit. Let me know. You heard it? Did y'all believe it? I like a good conspiracy theory. Daisy Girls like Diddy. No, I mean, let me know. Do y'all believe? Maybe I should do a poll. Did Diddy start these fires? Donata says no, he didn't. Okay, Jane Foster says I wouldn't put anything past him. Well, did he? Because apparently what was said, let me tell you what was said. He needed to start the fires to cover up evidence. I'm being serious. I've heard some people say this. Y'all do me a favor, hit the like button. Did Diddy start the fires in California? Yes or no? And I'm not going to put an undecided because it's a hard yes or no. All right? Let me know. I'm letting you know what the internet is saying. I've heard some very interesting things. So I want to see what you guys say. Diddy Minions could not find who had the masters for the trailer, so he decided to burn down everything? Really? Wait, who? So, all right. I want to see what y'all say. No wrong answer. See, or on purpose or by drawing wrath from a higher power. You mean like praying to somebody for the fires to happen? Crafty Kid says, I'm not giving that pedo any credit. Oh my God. Allegedly. Let's see. Yeah, go vote and hit the like button. I heard he wanted a freak off house down burn. That's what I heard. Tico says. I think you and I might have heard the same conspiracy theory. I'm just letting y'all know the different theories that are happening on the internet. Apparently, Diddy started the fires. Now, I heard this one. I was like, well, I mean, I heard he wanted a freak out house burned down. Beautiful Messy Ball says, Rabbit, Diddy's in jail. Diddy did not start the fires. Now, he could, and his accomplice be behind them. That's a different question. You mean, hey, Tammy Clips, you mean he didn't like, what's the word? What's that X-Men that goes back? Nightcrawler. You know, Nightcrawler can be here, there, everywhere, like all over the place. Let me know. Betty says Agnifilo represented a cult leader who had the very similar charges to Diddy. He lost the case and said it was because of the minors accusing the leader of SA. Okay, maybe he orchestrated it. Okay, Pinche Becky's like, no, I don't think he started the fires. However, I do believe that this might be a terrorist attack. It's weird how, I'm gonna be honest with you. The whole, anything fire is weird to me, right? When the Maui's fire started and all that shit, like that was crazy too. You know? If he starts the fire, then I could turn water into wine. Yo, y'all are really, really getting it in the comments, and I love it. It says, no, learn your history. This is not an unexpected event. The winds, they're blowing the fire. Yeah, like, Tina, like, even the winds, that was just so off. Allie's like, no, it wasn't climate change. Oh my God, y'all. It's just weird that it isn't. It took over like 4 places total, wasn't it? And I don't think, Becky, is the fire contained? I don't think it's like 100% contained yet, because they're still working on it. But you know what? This whole situation of like using disasters to elevate people or to make things happen, right? Like setting up a fire. You know, there's winds. Where would a fire set? It's still at 0% containment. I didn't think it. There's still people like evacuating and having to leave their homes. I'm like, ugh, but I don't know if it was Diddy. Okay, just gonna say that. Just gonna say that. All right, that's just my thought. But I wanted to see what you guys said. So here it says that thanks to an aggressive dry season, look, Rolling Stone has already told us what happened. Thanks to an aggressive dry season and hurricane-force winds, Los Angeles is experiencing the most devastating fires in the city's history. At least 5 people have died, and over 1,300. Why am I reading 1,000? 130,000 residents in Southern California are under evacuation orders, according to the Los Angeles Times. Now, let me just say this. With how crazy those fires were happening, are we sure it's just 5 people? Because, I mean, this like no joke. Like the way those fires were going, it's just no joke. See, and the numbers I feel like are all over the place. Only 5 people died? I don't know. It seems off with so many burnings. It seems to me that it would be more people. Are we accounting for the homeless? Are we accounting for those that are never accounted for? I mean, I guess I have a lot of questions, but hey. Okay, so there are under evacuation orders according to the Los Angeles Times. LA officials have said that at least 2,000 structures have been burned, and per the California governor, Gavin Newsom, over 7,500 fire personnel have been deployed to battle the blaze. Even residents whose homes are safe for now must contend with dangerous smoke conditions, hazy skies, and falling ash. That falling ash shit is really scary. Like the little embers and stuff like that. Watching that on the news was just so scary because, and I know I wasn't joking when I said I would be worried if there's all this ash and embers and little sparks flying all over the place and my hair is down or I'm wearing hairspray, because that shit That catches on fire. There's no joke. Even though I was like, I was really thinking about that, honestly. I'm just joking about it, but I was thinking about it. All right. Even residents whose homes are safe for now. Okay, so then LA officials believe that the death toll will rise. All right, so they're saying 5. I just don't think it's 5. It's got to be more. As the 2 largest fires remain at 0% containment, like Diddy Docket said. But online, as LA residents share mutual aid links, rescue efforts, and plead for help, the fires are a ripe of a topic for misinformation and conspiracy theories. Now, diversity, equity, and inclusion. Oh, God. Here we go. With less than 2 weeks before the presidential election, okay, Republican leaders have maintained much of the rhetoric that thrived during the 2024 election cycle, blaming the fire on diversity, equity, and inclusion. Why would you blame DEI? Okay, so they're blaming DEI the city has taken in recent years, right? So this measure, Elon Musk shared a post blaming Los Angeles chief Kristen Crowley diversity initiatives for the spread of the fires. DEI means people die. So I don't know all this shit. I swear, man. In every fucking political season, the people, it's like, can we stop doing this to each other? I don't like. I'm just be honest with you. Yeah, but like, let me think a little bit, okay? We spend our energy fighting and talking about who's unqualified to do what job and what job and what job. I can say a lot about the people that are doing the jobs that they're doing and say that they're unqualified, but honestly, like, is that helpful at that moment? Is that saving anybody's life right now? If we focus on the mismanagement when the actual fire is happening, who are we saving? What is that doing? I don't like the turning on each other because it doesn't do anything. I don't get it. I'm just letting y'all know. I'm sure that there's a lot of unqualified people, but it wasn't unqualified. We don't even know what started the fire. We're still thinking that Diddy started the fire. It's like the blaming, and so we spend the time here blaming everybody. Now, that's just my thought on that. That's just my thought on that, y'all. I respect your guys' opinions. As a brown girl, it's offensive. I'll say that. Because that's what I picked up on that too. I don't appreciate that. I don't. I'm just going to say that. Y'all may not agree with me, but I just feel like we're blaming everybody when we still got a fire to contain. Can we get off the internet and go fucking fight this fire and figure this out? Elon, you and your robotics, can your robotics put down these fires? Can your little robots, put some water down there? We got something. Can we do that? Can we do that? Because all that does is cause more division, right? Like, don't state, if you feel like you got to state the obvious, and yet I'm telling you there's a fire over here, your energy's in the wrong place, in my opinion. That's how I feel. Okay? Don't get mad at me. Just telling you how I feel. All right. Let's keep moving. The governor. All right. So Trump has also managed to blame the blaze on Biden's administration, of course, because that's how we gonna get shit done now. Okay. Like, we didn't just let me stop. Because I might say something that y'all not gonna like. Let me stop. Okay. Let me stop, because let me tell you, we were very prepared for COVID when that shit went down. Let me stop, all right? Because everybody's got it all figured out. Who's incompetent, who's what, but y'all still arguing on the internet when we can be using different things to figure this shit out, right? Okay, yeah. So let's get to the Diddy part, because this shit's going to piss me off, all right? Oh My Shorty Thank you so much for the $5. You said, when I heard the insurance companies canceled people's fire policies, I rented the kitchen and made a tinfoil hat. She said, no, but see, and that's another thing that we need to like figure out. How the fuck does that happen? Okay. Like, let's get real. Disasters are in such situations, like it's horrible when it's happening. There's a lot of, I would agree with you guys. But we have the Maui fires that happened that were also equally horrible. I feel like we don't ever learn from the things, from tragedies that have happened before. We sit there and we point fingers and we make this shit political while people are dying. And that's the thing that I'm like, we can never get ahead of anything when it comes to shit like this. So let's figure out, like, what do we need to do different? What's going on? The power lines could be an issue too. But you know what? PG&E has always been shit. Okay, don't forget, I lived in California. I remember when they were poisoning the water. All right, like that was a thing too. Did they do anything to fix that? What about that? It took a fucking lawsuit for all that area in California. I'm from California. So it drives me crazy. Like, we got to be able to do better. That's it. That's all. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, y'all. So here's the conspiracy on Sean Diddy Combs on TikTok. Much of the discussion around the fires has remained fixated on conspiracy theories surrounding rapper and media mogul Sean Diddy Combs. Combs was arrested September 16th. We know this. Okay, so following his arrest, the internet users spread wild theories that famous Hollywood actors, producers, and stars were involved. I don't know if a lot of that is just conspiracy theories, because the reality is that there were a lot of people involved. Like, don't gaslight us, Rolling Stone. There were claims that investigators found an underground tunnel connecting Diddy's Combs' house to the Playboy Mansion nearby, which police could not find evidence for. Oh, they went down there and they looked. Listen, you know, when people were talking about El Chapo's tunnels, they also couldn't find those, right? And then El Chapo got around. Oh, shit. Like, let's be real. They said, oh no, that they don't, those tunnels don't exist. And then fucking El Chapo showed them, yes, they do exist. We get around, okay? We get around. So this is why I'm like, I don't just like, as crazy as it would be in my mind, I'm like, is there really a tunnel between the Playboy Mansion and Diddy? I don't know, but I didn't think that El Chapo can get, escape freaking federal prison or prison the way that he did, going through underground tunnels. And then we found out that that is the case. So I don't throw shit out like right away, because then people prove to you, oh, there's tunnels down there. Okay, there's clearly the cartel is using them, because that man got around. All right, he did. So I don't throw shit out like that. It's good. I gotta state the obvious. Okay, this is why you don't close the argument just one side. You got to be open to different sides of an argument. We don't have to agree with it, but open yourself up to different things. You never know. Okay, so there were claims that investigators found an underground tunnel connecting Combs to the Playboy Mansion, which police could not find evidence for. Now, as the fire grows, a theory that the Palisade fires was started and will continue in order to destroy evidence. Hold up. Now, as the fire grows, a theory that the Palisade fires was started and will continue in order to destroy evidence in the Combs case has spread. Lord have mercy. Now, let me stop right here, because somebody did say in the comments, well, what if it wasn't Diddy, but it was his associates? I don't know. I mean, I don't think it would just be a Diddy thing. If it was like this, it would probably be a lot of people that would want to destroy Hollywood. Let's be real. It would be a lot of people, but I don't know what a fire to this magnitude would have, because they literally destroy. You mean every house is somehow connected to Diddy or a crime? I don't know if it's necessarily this way. I could believe that somebody started this fire on purpose, right? There's too many coincidences, right? You got, perfect winds, this supposed brush fire, okay? It spreads the way that it did. Look where it spread. Look how far it spread. And out of all places, I never would have thought, I mean, that it would have spread this way to where it's like in urban areas, right? Where people are like, what the fuck? Like, we don't see things like this. And you don't. Right. I mean, you just never know. It almost went down the strip. Wow. So anything is possible, but anyways, and it continues. Several TikTok creators, thank God they said TikTok creators and not YouTubers. Shout out to the YouTubers. I'm gonna get yelled at about this stream. It'll be like, Rabbit, da 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 da. Why'd you say this and da da da? And I'm like, listen, that's okay. Shout out to you. Let's keep talking about this. Several TikTok creators have said the fires were started to purposely destroy the Diddy tunnels, while others argue that the fact that there's so many celebrity homes were damaged or outright destroyed proves Hollywood is trying to protect their bigger stars. How about it? You know, it could have just been a fire that spread, and maybe it was caused intentionally. I don't know. Could be. Who knows? But it did spread all over the place. You know what I mean? And that being said, though, it was a lot. It was a lot of celebrities. Not that anybody really cares, but there were a lot of celebrities that were, you know, lost their homes. I don't think it's necessarily because they're trying to cover up, you know, evidence. I just think that maybe they just, I don't know, their homes were there. They have a very exclusive area where they live. Very, you know, like I think it's time for us to pay attention to what really matters. You know what I mean? That's what I have to say about that. But who knows? I could be wrong. So several TikTok creators have said that the fires were started to purposely destroy the Diddy tunnels, while others argue the fact that so many celebrity homes were damaged or outright destroyed proves Hollywood is trying to protect their biggest star. Besides the fact that the case against Combs is ongoing, many of those theories do not take into account that there are not famous people who live in LA. Shout out to the non-famous people, okay, whose homes were also being destroyed. Yeah, like why destroy those houses? I want to know. Oh man, they really tagged all the TikTokers who were doing the conspiracy theories. I got to listen to some of this. Hold up, y'all. Hopefully y'all can hear it. Let's see.
We've had drones flying in our sky, the Cybertruck attack. It's like the timing of everything is just really, really, really weird.
Can y'all hear it?
I've seen Hollywood or any downtown cities in LA start on fire. I have seen people in California.
We not the famous people.
This isn't normal. It's just really, really weird. It gives me an eerie feeling where we have some type of terrorism going on and our government is not telling us what's going on, guys.
Okay.
It does break my heart for the.
Now let me stop right here. Somebody said that it might have been an act of terrorism. I can believe it. I can believe definitely that there might have been an act of that. I could believe, like, we've had this in the last couple of like days. I'm down for that. I'm down to believe that there might have been. Look, we have such a weird way of thinking about terrorism, right? For me, I'll speak for myself. Like, how do you guys see terrorism? Somebody hijacking an airplane, taking it to a building, right? Way to view it, because that's the, like in high school, I remember when that happened, right? There's been other acts, bombings, and stuff like that. But we never really considered those acts that like maybe aren't like that hit us right where our resources may be. You know what's another crazy thing too? Shout out to Chico who gave me the heads up about this, but somebody said to me that or no, Chico said to me that they had the little, what is it, the Senate meeting or something where they talked about the aliens. There being extraterrestrial situationships and stuff like that. Like, are we done believing that we're like on our own? That they have found actual outside life outside of us? And I thought about that. I was like, damn, that's kind of scary, but it's true. And what do they want with us? Do they want to take over? What do they want to do? We have to be able to understand that our government probably knows things that we don't even know, right? They're not bound to give us the, like, you would think. I'm a taxpayer. I have all the information. No, they steal information from us all the time. Right. Them thinking that they can outmarch an alien spaceship. I don't get that. Right. Yeah, they have been letting some things come out and don't pay attention because something, like, it seems like there's a distraction to another, right? Now, of course, people's lives matter, like in this fire. This is no joke. But we are constantly being attacked, whether it's on social media or in our government or in our resources, like, you know, things that plague us like that. We have to be able to understand that people are going to come at us one way or another. We have to be careful. And that's why I'm like, yeah, maybe this is bigger than what we're seeing. I don't know, with the fires. There's going to be an investigation, just like there was in the Maui fires. And in the Maui fires, we got a lot. I remember when all that went down, I talked about it. There was so much pushback and us asking questions. We couldn't ask a question about something, and then something didn't make sense, and it was like, what, this shit don't make sense. How many people, like, what's going on? The reality is that I'm gonna tell you, it doesn't matter who the fuck is in office. The government is shady as AF, right? They don't tell us everything. They don't. It doesn't matter who's in office or what. I'm just saying, like, it just doesn't. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. What do you guys think? I just don't, to each his own. That's what it seems like. Aliens aren't going to touch this place with a billion foot. Really? But what do you think about them finding, like, they said that they found, I don't know, what's the word? They found, like, I forgot, Chico. What is the word that you said you used? You said that it was like extraterrestrial something matter, atoms, molecules, DNA, whatever DNA alien looks like. I don't know. Vic's like, if the aliens come, I'm gonna ask, what you need me to do? No sense in fighting back. Be like, you won. Can we go get some tacos? I'm moving to Mars and I'm going to be evicted as the alien. You going to evict the aliens? I don't want to live in Mars. That sounds just so hot. I don't know. I was watching, speaking of Mars, there's this YouTube channel where like it basically shows what life would be like in every planet, right? And so then you go to all these planets and it's like you can't even unidentified aerial phenomenon. That's what it is. Thank you. I was like, what's the word, Chico? So they were just saying how that you just can't, there's no light, that there's nothing, one planet you'd freeze to death. You couldn't breathe the oxygens, and there's like molecules, like it just destroy you. I'm like, really, there's nowhere you could really live. Like you can't just move out, out of planet Earth and be guaranteed that you're gonna be okay. You know what I mean? Said, fine, Rabbit, you can't have you can't come to my planet. Damn it. Well, damn. It's a lie. You said, they said last year in November we used to have rings. I heard that too. What happened to those rings? You say, I'll make enchiladas, you bring the tacos. They used to say, I'll never forget. It probably has a name to it. Okay, many, many years ago, you guys might remember this. There was a situation where, and I was in California around this time, right? Where they said that there was going to be a comet that would hit Jupiter. And that if it hit Jupiter, if it hit a certain ring, then that would be like it would affect Earth. And I remember I lost a lot of sleep when I was a child because of that. Like it really scared me. Then I found out that Jupiter was like a gas planet. So I don't know if a comet would do anything to the gas planet. But I do remember, like, if it hit the red spot on Jupiter, that it would mean that we would be done. Okay. You heard it too. As a kid, that shit scared me. I remember how scared I was because of it. Honestly. Life might have evolved different for us. We are carbon-based and breathe oxygen. Some aliens might not be carbon base and might breathe other stuff, right? It's probably a ring of trash, right? All that trash that went into the atmosphere. I think it's selfish to think that we are the only ones out here. But that's the kind of shit, like, it's now taking the government to talk about how we might actually have like, they have to recognize it now. Why? Because you've had so many whistleblowers out there that have said something about the government secrets. It doesn't matter who's in government. There's always going to be secrets. There's always things that the government is going to hide from us. And this is why I'm saying, it's like, this is why we have to be like, you know, understanding that anything can happen. That's just how I see it. You know what I mean? I'm Sicilian, so do you want some pasta? How about pizza? bring in the you. All right then. I guess where are we going to again? They're doing the steps to make us comfortable with the facts that there are aliens. Hungry Helmet, how do you know that some of these damn aliens aren't here living, our neighbors? They're not running offices in government. Anything is possible. They are, right? I'm like, why are they so hung up on making sure that we're okay with it? Because they're already here, baby. They're already here. I'll never forget when I learned what comments were, and I stayed looking at the sky, and my Nona would say, "What are you looking for?" Oh, hold up. And I said, "The end of the world," made me see a therapist a few weeks later. Yo, but honestly, like, don't you remember? Okay, let's get into, we're going to jump into another area, okay? Heaven's Gate, all right? Comet Hail Bob. Y'all remember that comet? I was a little girl when that comet happened, and we lived in like the countryside. We were in California, right? And so we lived like in the countryside. We had some neighbors, and the neighbors had like a telescope. And I saw like, that was, oh my God. I remember seeing Hale Bob in the telescope and just being mesmerized by it. Like, it's just beautiful to see a comet that I've never, like, I'll never forget it. And how old was I? I think I was in fifth grade, sixth grade. So what, like 11 or 12ish? Seeing that, and then finding out later on in the news that people really killed themselves because they thought it was the end of the world. Like, that's scary. So you see this comment, and it's so close to, yeah, this one. And then you had the Heaven's Gate situation happen where they poisoned themselves. So it's scary, but it's like, wow, it's just scary. Yeah. That's a heavy one. It's a heavy one. I'm like, oh, they're gonna do those measures for us. We go to a different planet. Shout out to Sylvia. Yeah, the Colts stuff was scary for me. Oh, and then there was Waco, Texas too. Don't forget that. Yeah, don't forget that. I was in 7th grade when Kennedy was assassinated, says Marilee. Shout out to Marilee. I just, these are things that I remember and that I'll never forget as a child, and I don't know, Vic, we were talking about what the hell. I don't know, Vic, I blame you. I don't know how we got here. We started talking about aliens and it took us to a different place. See, this is a good conversation. We should do a video on aliens. You know what I mean? Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Thank you. Love. Shout out to you. But anyways, I had fun. Shout out to you guys. I'm out of here. I don't have anything else to say. Thank you, everybody. Oh my shorty, thank you for the 5, and Scooby-Doo again. Thank you for being a member for 11 months. Scooby-Doo Jam. Shout out to you guys. I'll have to check it out. But this is really cool. Like, I like having this conversation. It's just a different vibe. This channel always passes the vibes. Okay, I try until I lose my shit. I be losing my shit every once in a while. Forgive me, okay? Please hear me when I say, you guys vote for whoever the hell you want to. I'm just stating the things that just don't make sense to me. That's all. Okay? Just be careful. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. Bye, guys. Have a good night. Bye.